In the Tri-State, time for the Al Shuttlecutty News on Live 9, the Instant Cam station. Now, Al Shuttlecutty.
Brian K.
Just a hair after 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock Central on a Friday night oldies party. It is an entire spotlight segment tonight. It's our travelogue show.
K-E-Y-S, Corpus Christi.
Cute and cuddly Connie Francis.
Put away the books, we're out of school. The weather's warm, but we'll play it cool. We're on vacation, having lots of fun. V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N, in the summer sun. We're gonna grab a bite at the pizza stand, write love letters in the sand. We're on vacation, and the world is ours. V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N, under summer stars. Yeah, we'll hop it on jalopy to a driving movie and never look at the show. We're gonna hug and kiss just like this, and I can't wait to go. Whoa, whoa. We're gonna mash potato to a jukebox tune. I'll park your car neath an August moon. We're on vacation till the start of the fall. V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N. We're gonna have a ball. Go!
Tonight is our annual travelogue show. We're going to take a musical journey across the country, and maybe we'll divert a little bit to, maybe we'll go south of the border. Maybe head to Europe for a jaunt or two, huh?
V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N. Gonna have a ball. We'll hop it on jalopy to a driving movie and never look at the show. We're gonna hug and kiss just like this, and I can't wait to go. Whoa, whoa. We're gonna mash potato to a jukebox tune. I'll park your car neath an August moon. We're on vacation till the start of the fall. V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N.
Cute and cuddly Connie Francis, 1962. V-A-C-A-T-I-O-N. Yep, that's how we're going to start out. Taking our road trip across the country.
68 WRKO, Boston.
We're going to start our road trip in Harbor City. Yep. Beantown, Boston, You're My Home. The Standells from 1966. Dirty Water on a Friday night oldies party. on our Travelogue show. Yeah, we're starting our musical journey in New England, Boston, Massachusetts style. Starting our musical journey on our Travelogue show tonight with the Standells, 1966. Boston, You're My Home, Dirty Water. Friday night oldies party, our Travelogue show, and $1 Million HOTWAX weekend.
The best music on WABC New York.
There's a penguin on my shirt, and he's biting my left breast. Ooh.
Yes, sir. That's probably Dan Ingram. Oh, excuse me. I'm just talking to the sheriff out in that Nassau County. Move right along with the Dan Ingram Show on WABC.
Radio WABC.
Head down I-95 to New York City. Nadine Guthrie Harrell checking in from Trenton, Ohio. What's going on there, Nadine? Honey, is that really you? Join us in early in our Travelogue show tonight. We're going to be taking a musical trip across the country with a couple of diversions along the way. Yeah. Saludos a todos. Hope everybody had a good week this week. Yeah.
He was shot, and so was I. And now I know we'll never ever say goodbye. Ooh,
In the middle of our musical journey across America and with a few diversions along the way, it's our annual travelogue show. Yep, we're going to take a musical journey vacationing from Boston to New York City with the ad-libs from 1965. Boy from New York City.
57 WNCA, New York.
1965, one more time. Let's stay one more day in New York City with the trade winds. New York's a lonely town. Mary Kaufman checking in from McAllen, Texas. On our musical journey, we're in New York City right now. We just came out of Boston, out down I-95. We're going to stay a couple of days in New York City. Having a great time in New York City on our musical travelogue, our musical journey across America with a few diversions along the way. Trade winds from 1965, New York's a lonely town. Friday Night Oldies Party, it's our travelogue show this evening.
This is WMID 1340, where the music speaks for itself.
We're going to head towards Wildwood, New Jersey now.
Atlantic City.
Spring will soon be gone. Summer's coming on. Diamonds dreaming on. Lots of summer love. All I think about after school is out. Head down the shore. Have a ball once more. Whoa, 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 those wildwood days. Wild, wild, wildwood days. Oh, baby, every day's a holiday. And every night is Saturday night. Oh, those wildwood days. Wild, wild, wildwood days. And then those party lights. Wild, wild, wildwood nights. Yeah, baby, you'll be mine. 'Cause it's kissing time. Gonna twist
Saludos a todos.
like remember when sleeping on the beach 7 days a week, rocking every night till the early bright. Hey, whoa, 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 those wildwood days. Wild, wild, wildwood days, my baby. Every day's a holiday, and every night is Saturday night. Oh, those wildwood days. Wild, wild, wildwood days, and then those party lights. Wild, wild, wildwood nights.
Yep, we headed down I-95 from New York City to the resort of Wildwood, New Jersey, which is just out not too far from Atlantic City. Yep, in the Atlantic City Wildwood area of New Jersey.
Whoa, 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 those wildwood days. Wild, wild, wildwood days. Oh, baby, every day's
Bobby Rydell, those Wildwood days from 1963 in our travelogue. Musical journey across America with a little bit of diversion along the way.
wild, wild, wildwood days. And then
You'll hear the most popular music. Just the best will do. On 1310 NDWA.
Let's head across the thruway. Head to Detroit City. Bobby Bear from 1963 on our musical travelogue tonight.
I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Last night I went to sleep in Detroit City, and I dreamed about those cotton fields and home. I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister, and brother. I dreamed about that girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go home. Home folks think I'm big in Detroit City. From the letters that I write, they think I'm fine. But by day I make the cars, by night I make the bars. If only they could read between the lines.
Oh yeah.
'Cause you know, I rode a freight train north to Detroit City. And after all these years I find that I've just been wasting my time. So I just think I'll take my foolish pride and put it on a southbound freight and ride. Go on back to the loved ones, the ones that I left waiting so far behind. I wanna go home.
Heading over from Wildwood, New Jersey to Detroit.
I wanna go
With Bobby Bear, Detroit City, 1963 on a Friday Night Oldies Parties, our travelogue show. Musical journey across the USA and a couple of diversions along the way on a Friday Night Oldies Party.
Ron Britton. WCFL News.
Ron Britton.
Ladies and gentlemen, the studio audience, welcome back to the Ron Britton radio program. How do you like that from Big Ten Radio, WCFNL? Do you want me to spell that? WCFNL.
WCFL. Chicago.
Heading around the Lake Michigan, heading over to Chicago Town, Chi-Town. Stay a couple of days in Chicago, lots to see, lots to do, lots of skyscrapers. Paper Lace from 1974, the night Chicago died on a Friday night.
Daddy was a cop on the east side of Chicago, back in the USA, back in the bad old days. In the heat of a summer night, in the land of the dollar bill, when the town of Chicago died, and they talk about it still. When a man named Al Capone tried to make that town his own, and he called his gang to war with the forces of the law, I heard my mama cry. I heard her pray the night Chicago died. Brother, what a night it really was. Brother, what I thought it really was. Glory be. I heard my mama cry. I heard her pray the night Chicago died. Brother, what a night the people saw. Brother, what I thought the people saw. Yes, indeed. And the sound of the battle rang through the streets of the old east side, till the last of the hoodlum gang had surrendered up or died. They were shouting in the streets, and the sound of running feet. And I asked someone who said, about 100 cops a day. I heard my mama cry. I heard her pray the night Chicago died. Brother, what a night it really was. Brother, what I thought it really was.
Then there was no sound at all, but the clock upon the wall.
Then the door burst open wide, and my daddy stepped inside, and he kissed my mama's face, and he brushed her tears away. The night Chicago died. The night Chicago died. Brother, what a night the people saw. Brother, what a fight the people saw. Yes, indeed. The night Chicago died.
On our musical journey across America with a few diversions along the way, our travelogue show tonight. A Night in Chicago with Paper Lace, 1974 number one hit sound in your town. Friday night oldies party.
On WJJD, we think you'll agree. Here's the pick of the pops, a new record to watch. Here's tomorrow's top tune today.
Yep, in our Spotlight segment, our travelogue show, Chicago.
Sincerely, WJJD.
1957 with Frank Sinatra. Old Blue Eyes himself staying in Chicago one more night because there's lots to see and do in Chi-Town.
Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I will show you around. I love it, bet you bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday couldn't shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say, they do things they don't do on Broadway. They have the time of their life.
Dave Nelson and family in Nashville, Tennessee tonight. Riding along with us on our musical journey tonight.
Chicago, Chicago.
Dave Nelson, Debbie, and Andy among the company watching and listening in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'll show you around. I love it.
On our musical journey tonight.
Chicago, Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday could not shut down. On State Street, that great street, I just want to say, they do things that they never do on Broadway. Say, they have the time of their life. I saw a man and he danced with his wife in Chicago. Chicago.
Francis Albert Sinatra, 1957. Staying a couple of nights in Chicago, Chi-Town. Good stuff on a Friday night oldies party.
WYFE. Indianapolis.
Heading over 8094 over to I-65 in Merrillville, Indiana. We're going to head straight south down to Indianapolis in Indiana on a Friday night oldies party. Head down to Chicago to Indiana, where gasoline's just a hair cheaper. R.D. Taylor in Indiana Wants Me.
Indiana wants me, Lord, I can't go back there. Indiana wants me, Lord, I can't go back there. I wish I had you to talk to. If a man ever needed dying, he did. No one had the right to say what he said.
Tim Gardner checking in from Springfield Township, Ohio. Technically Cincinnati mailing address, huh? What's going on there, Tim? Joining us on our musical journey across America with a few diversions along the way.
Indiana wants me, Lord, I can't go back there. Indiana wants me, Lord, I can't go back there. I wish I had you to talk to. It hurts to see the man that I've become, and to know I'll never see
Hope everybody's enjoying the musical journey so far. Head through the state of Indiana right now. Starting out in Boston, then we headed down to New York City, headed to Wildwood, Atlantic City, New Jersey, headed over to Detroit, Chicago. Now we're driving through Indiana. Ardeen Taylor from 1970, Indiana Wants Me. Friday Night Oldies Party, $1 Million HOTWAX. It's our travel log show, taking our musical vacation across the nation on a Friday night.
WCPO 1230 in Cincinnati.
And down I-74, we're going to hit the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio.
There's a gal they call the Cincinnati Fireball. One look, you fall for that Cincinnati Fireball. I bet you 5 are gonna get you 10. She's gonna break my heart again. But don't you know, whoa, whoa, I gotta go, whoa, whoa, back to Ohio. Now when she walks that walk, it's such a pleasure to the eye. And when she talks, sweet talk,
Saludos a todos.
you love it though it's all a lie. And when she tells you she'll be true, but never tells you true to who. That's why I know, whoa, whoa, I gotta go, whoa, whoa, back to Ohio. Well, that Cincinnati Fireball, she's not too tall, but she got it all. And ooh, that kiss of fire, it makes you wanna climb the wall. Well, I'm a fool, it's clear, but my desire is very small. If I could just be near to my Cincinnati Fireball, 'cause every time I hold her tight, it's worth 1,000 sleepless nights. That's why I know, whoa, whoa, I gotta go, whoa, whoa, back to Ohio.
Once again, I hope everybody's enjoying our musical journey thus far as we travel the nation with your favorite stations on a wonderful vacation.
Well, that Cincinnati Fireball, she's not too tall, but she's got it all. And ooh, that kiss of fire, it makes you wanna climb the wall. Well, I'm a fool, it's clear, but my desire is very small. If I could just be near to my Cincinnati Fireball, 'cause every time I hold her tight, it's worth 1,000 sleepless nights. That's why I know, whoa, whoa, I gotta go, whoa, whoa, back to
Johnny Burnett from 1961.
That's why I know, whoa, whoa, I gotta go, whoa, whoa, back to Ohio.
Making a stop in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati digs the sound of 1360 WSAI.
Let's head with Connie Smith in 67. Heard at every Reds game. Connie Smith.
One more hour and I'll be home. Close my eyes and rest my bones. Can't be more than a mile or so from Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, where the river winds across the Mason and the Dixon line. Heaven waits for me, I know, in Dixon line. Heaven waits for me, I know, in Cincinnati, Ohio. Cincinnati, Ohio.
Heard at every Cincinnati Reds game. Connie Smith from 1967. Making a couple of nights pit stop here in the tri-state. Cincinnati on our Travelogue show tonight.
The best music, WBGN Bowling Green.
Heading down I-71 to Louisville, down I-65 between Louisville and Nashville, Tennessee. This is Bowling Green, Kentucky, the Everly Brothers from 1967. Listening to your favorite radio stations as we travel the nations with our vacations on a Friday night oldies party. Our Travelogue show tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in and traveling along with us tonight.
Way down in Bowling Green, prettiest girls I've ever seen. A man in Kentucky sure is lucky to love down in Bowling Green. Bowling Green folks treat you kind. They let you think you're on mine. A man in Kentucky sure is lucky. In Bowling Green you walk your own line. Kentucky's sunshine makes the heart unfold. It warms the body and I know it touches the soul. Bluegrass is fine. Kentucky owns my mind. Softest grass I've ever seen. A man in Kentucky sure is lucky to lie down in Bowling Green. Bowling Green girls treat you right. They wear dresses cut country tight. A man in Kentucky sure is lucky if he's seen a Bowling Green night. Kentucky's sunshine makes the heart unfold. Warms the body, and I know it touches the soul. Bluegrass is fine. Kentucky owns my mind.
I'm having a ball on our vacation right now. Don and Phil Everly from 1967. Head from Cincinnati, down 71 to Louisville, taking 65 south. A night in Bowling Green, Kentucky. On our Friday night oldies party, it's our Travelogue show.
14JZM.
And our favorite radio station in Clarksville, Tennessee, 1400 WJZM on the radio. The Monkees from 1966 and Last Train to Clarksville.
Reservation, don't be slow. No, no, no. No, no, no. 'Cause I'm leaving in the morning and I must see you again. We'll have one more night together till the morning brings my train and I must go. No, no, no. No, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home. Take the last train to Clarksville, I'll be waiting at the station. We'll have time for coffee, belated kisses, and a bit of conversation. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Yeah, we left out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Thought we'd divert over just south of Fort Campbell, Kentucky for just a moment.
Take the last train to Clarksville. Now I must hang up the phone. I can't hear you in this noisy railroad station. All alone I'm feeling low. No, no, no. No, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home.
Our annual Travelogue show. Spotlighting segment the whole night through. Yep. our musical journey across the United States. Your favorite stations across the nation on our vacation tonight.
Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you at the station. You can be here by 4:30, 'cause I laid your reservation. Don't be slow. No, no, no. No, no, no. And I don't know if I'm ever coming home.
Yep, heading to Clarksville, Tennessee, northwest of Nashville. Actually, a friend of mine is in the police department in Clarksville. Monkeys from December 1966. Last train to Clarksville, yep, that would be Tennessee, WBGN. Oh, well, actually, it was WJZM radio. BGN was Bowling Green.
WMPS 680 in Memphis.
Let's head down to Memphis, y'all. Little Memphis, Tennessee, y'all. Johnny Rock and Roll Rivers from 1964. Memphis, Tennessee, on our Friday night oldies party, $1 Million HOTWAX.
Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Help me find a party that tried to get in touch with me. She could not leave a number, but I know a place to call. Cause my uncle took the message and he wrote it on the wall. Help me information, get in touch with my Marie. She's the only one who'd call me from Memphis, Tennessee. Her home is on the south side, high up on the ridge, just a half a mile from the Mississippi Bridge. Last time I saw Marie, she was waving me goodbye. With her home drops on her cheek that trickled from her eye. But we were pulled apart because her mom did not agree and tore apart our happy home in Memphis, Tennessee. Help me information, more than that I cannot add.
I could stay in Memphis for a few nights playing all the versions there, Nadine.
Marie is only 6 years old. Information, please. Try to put me through to her in Memphis, Tennessee.
1964, Johnny Rock and Roll Rivers. Yep. Have a little overnighter in Memphis, Tennessee, Mid-South's largest city. On a Friday night oldies party, it's our $1 Million HOTWAX weekend vacation.
WTUP 1490, Tupelo, Mississippi.
I'm gonna tell you a story, and it's all about this job I had one time as town scout.
Let's take a ride down US 78 to Tupelo, Mississippi. A little side trip.
The day this hair-legged guitar picker just happened to come around.
Jerry Reed.
Well, he walks into my office with a great big grin.
1967.
Folks, that's where my story really
Tupelo,
begins.
Mississippi Flash.
He said, son, my name is Beauregard Rippey. I come to you from Tupelo, Mississippi. I write songs and I sing like a bird. I play licks on my guitar like you ain't never heard. But I'm down on my luck, things are just a little slack. I got a quarter in my pocket and a shirt on my back. But you buy me some supper, give me a place I can sleep. Said I'll sing you some songs and knock your head in the creek. I got talent, boy. Sit back home, they call
Tim Gardner
me the Tupelo,
digging on that Johnny Rivers tune. Yep, little side trip to Tupelo, Mississippi, down US 78 from Memphis, Tennessee.
Well, I knew I was in a room with some kind of a nut when he pulled out that pack of used cigarette butts. So that's when I told him we can't use you today. So I handed the boy $1 and I sent him on his way. Well, the boss got back and we both had a laugh when I told him about the Tupelo, Mississippi Flash. And pretty soon I had the story circulating around about this Mississippi nut that we had in our town. I said, watch him, everybody, the boy's squirrely. He walks around, called himself the Tupelo, Mississippi Flag. Well, then it happened one day while I was driving to my home. I just happened to have my car radio on. When I heard a jockey raving about a brand new smash by a kid called the Tupelo, Mississippi Flash, why, I almost wrecked my automobile. I went through red lights. I hit a traffic cop. Why, well, my story's got an ending and it's short and sweet. The boss man, he fired me and left me out in the street. But I got a new job now and I'm learning real fast. I'm driving the bus for the Tupelo, Mississippi Flash. And his Cadillac, I'm driving that for him too.
Jerry Reed from 1967, that Tupelo, Mississippi Flash. Yep. Little side trip down U.S. Highway 78 from Memphis, Tennessee to Tupelo.
Tupelo, Mississippi. Whoever heard of it?
Friday night oldies party.
1510 WLAC Nashville.
Oh, we're going to take the Natchez Trace Parkway back up to Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville cats play clean as country water. Nashville cats play wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville cats been playing since they's babies. Nashville cats get work before they're two.
John Sebastian and the Lovin' Spoonful.
1,352 guitar pickers in Nashville, and they can pick more notes than the number of ants on the Tennessee anthill. Yeah, there's 1,352 guitar cases in Nashville, and anyone that unpacks his guitar can play twice as better than I will. Yes, I was just 13, you might say I was a musical proverbial knee-high, when I heard a couple new sounding tunes on the tubes and they blasted me sky high. And the record man said everyone is a Yellow Sun record from Nashville, and up north here ain't nobody buys them. And I said, but I will. And it was Nashville cats playing clean as country water. Nashville cats playing wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville cats been playing since they's babies. Nashville cats get work before they're two. Well, there's 16,821 mothers from Nashville. All the friends play music and they ain't uptight if one of the kids will, because it's custom made for any mother's son to be a guitar picker in Nashville. And I sure am glad I got a chance to say a word about the music and the mothers from Nashville. And Nashville cats play clean as country water. Nashville cats play wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville cats been playing since they's babies. Nashville cats get work before they're two.
1966, John Sebastian and the Lovin' Spoonful. Those Nashville cats. Yep, we're spending a night in Nashville, Tennessee with Dave and Debbie and Andy tonight on a Friday night oldies party.
Serving the scenic center of the Mid-South. Radio 1070 WFLR.
Ah, yes, Lookout Mountain, Tennessee in the Chattanooga area. Yep, Ernie Fields and his orchestra. Chattanooga Choo Choo, 1959. Head down I-24 from Nashville to Chattanooga. Lookout Mountain. Ernie Fields and his orchestra from 1959 on the Rendezvous Records label. Chattanooga Choo Choo, yep. Listening to your favorite radio stations across the nation as we travel along. The Chattanooga Choo Choo. From Nashville down I-24 to Chattanooga on a Friday night.
79 WQXI Atlanta.
Let's head down to I-75 from Chattanooga, Tennessee to Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to take that midnight train heading south on 75.
Too much for the man. Too much for the man. He couldn't make it. So he's leaving the life he's come to know. Ooh. He said he's going. He said he's going back to find. Going back to find. Ooh, what's left of his world. The world he left behind. Not so long ago. He's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. Said he's going back to a simpler place and time. Oh, yes, he is. Now I'll be with him on that midnight train to Georgia. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. World is his and hers alone. He kept dreaming, ooh, that someday he'd be a star.
Superstar, but you didn't get far.
But he sure found out the hard way that dreams don't always come true. Oh no, So he burned all his hopes and even sold his old car. Bought a one-way ticket back to the life he once knew. Oh yes, he did. He said he would. Oh, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. Said he's going back to find, ooh, a simpler place and time. Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna be with him on that midnight train to Georgia. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. Oh, he's leaving on the midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. Ooh, y'all. Said he's going back to find ooh, a simpler place and time. Ooh, y'all. I've got to be with him on that midnight train to Georgia.
What's everybody else's vacation plans? Besides my virtual trip across the nation, listening to your favorite station on our vacation tonight. Yep, heading out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, down I-75 through Atlanta. We're going to spend the night in Atlanta, Georgia. Or maybe Warner Robins or Macon. Gladys Knight and the Pips from 1973. Midnight Train to Georgia. Friday Night Oldies Party. It's our travelogue show.
1400 WSGA Savannah.
Heading down I-75 to Macon. Making a left on I-16, heading 175 miles to the eastern seaboard to Savannah, Georgia. listening to Ray Charles and Georgia on My Mind from 1960.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song.
Yeah, the psychic lady, she definitely is the queen of that, Nadine. I certainly agree with you.
Sweet and clear is moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in the peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, oh Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. Whoa, Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Ah, yes. Brother Ray,
I said just an old sweet
1960, because
keeps Georgia on my
we headed down from Atlanta down I-75 to Interstate 16 to Savannah, Georgia on our Friday night oldies party. Ah, yes. Head down 95 to I-10. We're going to head westbound towards Tallahassee on a Friday night.
She comes from Tallahassee. She got a hi-fi chassis. Maybe looks a little sassy, but to me she's real classy. Yeah, my Tallahassee lassie down in FLA. Well, she's romping to the drag, the cha-cha rag 'em up, stomping to the shack, rocks the bunny hop. Well, she dances to the bop, she dances to the stroll, she dances to the walk. Woo! She can rock and roll, she's my Tallahassee lassie. Yeah, my Tallahassee lassie. She's my Tallahassee lassie down in FLA.
Yep, we headed down from Savannah, I-95, jumping on Interstate 10, westbound to Tallahassee, FLA.
Well, she romping to the drag, the cha-cha rag 'em up, stomping to the shack, rocks the bunny hop.
Oh, 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 oh.
Well,
Freddie Boom Boom Cannon from 1959. Heading out of Tallahassee with our last C on our Friday Night Oldies Party, our travelogue show. Friday Night Oldies Party, vacation across the nation.
Music loving Brian K. 71 WHB.
Nope. I think we're going to be heading west on 10 to I-65, heading north to Jackson, Mississippi.
We got married in a fever.
Jackson.
Hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man. Make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, yeah, go to Jackson. But go comb that hair.
I'm gonna snowball Jackson.
Go ahead and see if I care.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat, 'cause I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote.
Yep, we headed out of Tallahassee, Florida. Head westbound on I-10 to Interstate 65. Took a little bit of a diversion to Jackson, Mississippi.
They'll laugh at you in Jackson.
I doubt it.
And I'll be dancing on a pony keg. They'll lead you around that town like a scalded hound. With your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, yeah,
Nadine.
yeah. Go to Jackson.
Digging on Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra.
Talking man. And I'll be waiting there in Jackson. Behind my J-Pan plan.
We got married in a fever. Hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out. Go to Jackson.
Lee Hazelwood.
And that's a natural fact.
And Nancy Sinatra.
We're gone to Jackson.
1967.
Ain't never coming.
On our travelogue, we headed to Jackson, Mississippi.
We got married in a fever.
On a Friday Night Oldies Party, listening to your favorite stations across the nation while we vacation. Friday Night Oldies Party, $1 Million Hot Wax.
WRBC Jackson. Music loving Brian K.
Top of the hour.
71 WHB Kansas City.
Ah, yes. We're going to divert a little bit over towards Kansas City, Missouri. Wilbert Harrison for 59.
Going to Kansas City, here I come. I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Bond.
And I've actually done that. Of course, that corner doesn't exist anymore.
Gonna be standing on the corner, 12th Street and Bond, with my Kansas City baby and a bottle of Kansas City wine. Well, I might take the train, I might take the plane, but if I have to walk, I'm going just the same. Going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Ah, but you know, yeah, my side.
Yep, we were in Jackson, Mississippi. Thought we'd take a tour up I-65 to Interstate 70 and go westbound to Kansas City, Missouri. Yep. As we start to make our trek west on our vacation across the nation, listening to your favorite radio stations.
Know if I stay with that woman, I know I'm gonna die. Gotta find a
Wilbert Harrison from 1959, heading to Kansas City, Missouri. Friday Night Oldies Party is our travelogue show tonight.
KLEO 1480 plays much more music.
Staying on I-70, westbound into Kansas. We're going to Wichita, Kansas, to be exact. Here's Glenn Campbell from 1969, the Wichita lineman.
Lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the whine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation.
I think Sean and Marianne Lynch are listening and watching in Corpus Christi, Texas. I think. I didn't see them hit the chat. I thought I saw a quick pop-up of a message of some sort.
And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line.
I hope everybody's enjoying our musical trip across the United States. Our musical vacation across the nation. Yep, we just headed out of Kansas City, heading westbound on the Interstate 70 into Kansas to Wichita. Little overnighter in Wichita, Kansas.
And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line.
Glenn Campbell from 1969. As we stay the night in Wichita, Kansas, Wichita lineman. Friday Night Oldies Party, our annual travelogue show.
The big 97 KAKC Tulsa.
I tell you what, let's head west on 70, head down 44 or Old Route 66 to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Dearest, darling, I had to write to say that I won't be home anymore. For something happened to me while I was driving home, and I'm not the same anymore. Oh, I was only 24 hours from Tulsa. Only one day away from your arms. I saw a welcoming light and stopped to rest for the night, and that is when I saw her as I pulled in outside of the small motel. She was there, and so I walked up to her, asked where I could get something to eat, and she showed me where. Oh, I was only 24 hours from Tulsa, only one day away from your arms. She took me to the cafe. I asked her if she would stay. She said, okay. I was only 24 were dancing closely. All of a sudden I lost control as I held her charms and I caressed her, kissed her, told her I'd die before I would let her out of my arms. Oh, I was only 24 hours from Tulsa, only one day away from your arms. I hate to do this to you, but I love somebody new. What can I do when I can never?
Yep, heading out of Wichita, Kansas, 70 to Interstate 54 down to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yep, 24 hours from Tulsa. Gene Pitney from 1964 in our vacation across the nation. Friday night oldies party.
WNOE, the 50,000 watt radio giant. It's the Shadow Shea Show. More music and less yak right here on WNOE. Fannie Mae right here on WNOE of the Shadow Shea Show. Right now it's 75 fair WNOE degrees in the wide and wonderful Shadow Shea on the air.
1060 on your dial, WNOE, WNOE, New Orleans.
Head down to New Orleans just for you.
I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, hey, hey,
Heading Gulf Coast style. Heading south one more time. Gary U.S. Bonds in New Orleans from 1960.
Mississippi down in New Orleans. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, hey, 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 yeah. Well, come on, take a stroll down the Basin Street. And listen to the music, the Dixieland beat. Oh, well, the magnolia blossoms, they fill the air. Mississippi down in New Orleans. I said, hey, 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 yeah. I said, look out, child, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Well, down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans. Well, the honeysuckle blooming on the honeysuckle vine.
Our musical vacation across the nation. Friday night oldies party, the entire show being a spotlight segment. Get out that map and follow along with us as we travel across the nation with your favorite radio station on our vacation. Gary U.S. Bonds from 1960, New Orleans, heading down from Tulsa on a Friday night oldies party.
WTIX 690, New Orleans, Louisiana.
So much to do in New Orleans. Let's stay one more night with Freddie Boom Boom Cannon from 1959.
Bet your life you'll linger there a little while. Yeah, there is heaven right here on earth with a beautiful queen. Yeah, way down yonder in New Orleans. Woo!
You bet your life you linger there a little while. Yeah, there's heaven right here on earth with those beautiful queens. Well, way down yonder in New Orleans. Yeah! Woo!
Hope everybody's enjoying our musical vacation across the nation. Spending a couple of nights in New Orleans, heading down from Tulsa. Thought we'd backtrack down to the Gulf Coast a little bit. Freddie Boom Boom Cannon from 1959, way down yonder in New Orleans. Your favorite stations on the radio on our vacation across the nation.
Music. That's our middle name. K-I-L-T. Music. 610 in Houston.
Dean Martin. 1965, heading to Houston, Texas. On a Friday night oldies party, travelogue.
Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody puts me down. I'm a face without a name, just walking in the rain, going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I got holes in both of my shoes, while I'm a walking case of the blues. Saw $1 yesterday, but the wind blew it away. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I haven't eaten in about a week. I'm so hungry when I walk I squeak. Nobody calls me friend. It's sad the shape I'm in. Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston.
If we just were in New Orleans for a couple of nights, thought we'd jump on Interstate 10 and go westbound into Texas. Spending the night in Houston. Big old town that it is.
Going back to Houston, Houston, Houston. I got a girl waiting out for me. Well, at least she said she'd be. I got a home and a big warm bed and a feather pillow for my head. We're going back to Houston, Houston, Houston.
Spent lots of time on those freeways in Houston.
Well, it's lonesome in this old town. Everybody.
If you're not a drinker, those
down.
freeways in Houston will make you
I'm
one.
A face without a name.
Dean Martin from 1965. Heading west over on I-10 from
Houston,
New Orleans to Houston, Texas on a Friday night oldies party. Vacation across the nation on a Friday night.
Going back to Houston.
The one that brightens every day. K-I-L-E. Fantastic 14. Galveston.
Head down the Gulf Freeway from Houston down to Galveston, Texas for a little bit of sun and surf.
Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea winds blowing. I still see her dark eyes glowing. She was 21 when I left Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston, I still hear your sea waves crashing while I watch the cannons flashing. I clean my gun and dream of Galveston. I still see her standing by the water, standing there looking out to sea. And is she waiting there for me on the beach where we used to run? Galveston, oh the seabirds flying in the sun at Galveston.
Of course, when I travel, I like to take a soft drink with me. I usually stop at Buc-ee's when I'm in Texas, Houston, Galveston. Yep, head down the Gulf Freeway from Houston to Galveston. It's your favorite station across the nation on the radio, the radio. Glenn Campbell, 1969. Spending some time at beach resort in Galveston, Texas. Oh yes, good stuff on our vacation across the nation, musically wise. Friday night oldies party, $1 Million Hot Wax weekend, all weekend long.
This is the bright, exciting sound of Chris Radio. This is KRYS.
I think we're going to head out of Galveston, heading through Clear Lake down 35 to Corpus Christi, Texas.
Extra rate on about it. Extra rate on about it. Corpus Christi rock, the Corpus Christi rock. Everybody's doing the Corpus Christi rock. Ooh wee, ooh me, ooh wee. The Corpus Christi rock, you see. They like to do the twist, they like to do the stroke, they like to do the cha-cha-cha, but they like rock and roll. Ooh wee, ooh me, ooh wee. The Corpus Christi rock, you see. They dance it on the key hat, they dance it on the beach. They got nothing to take about the Corpus rock to you. Ooh wee, ooh me, ooh wee. The Corpus Christi rock, you see.
Yep, we headed out of Galveston towards the Clear Lake area, just off the Gulf Freeway. Then we jumped on Texas State Route 35, took it all the way to Corpus Christi, Texas, on the southeastern Gulf Coast. Going to spend the night in Corpus Christi. We're going to go to Padre Island, maybe go to North Beach and hang out for a little bit, and hang out with some friends and family in Corpus Christi, Texas.
The Corpus Christi rock, the Corpus Christi rock. Everybody doing the Corpus Christi rock. Ooh wee, ooh me, ooh wee. The Corpus Christi rock, you see. They like to do the twist, they like to do the stroke, they like to do the cha-cha-cha, but they like rock and roll. Ooh wee, ooh me, ooh wee. The Corpus Christi rock, you see. They dance it on the T-hat, they dance it on the beach. They got nothing to take about the Corpus rock, you see. Ooh wee, ooh me, ooh wee. The Corpus Christi rock, you see.
From 1959, Oscar Martinez, Corpus Christi rock on our travel log. What a beautiful weekend it is to take a vacation across the nation tonight. We're going to head up I-35, or 37 to 35, and we're going to head north to Abilene, Texas with George Hamilton IV.
Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene. I sit alone most every night, watch those trains pull out of sight. Don't I wish they were carrying me back to Abilene, my Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene.
Definitely. Actually, a friend of mine actually went to Abilene Christian University when we were all doing the college thing way back when. Abilene, Texas, just west of Dallas.
Crowded city, there ain't nothing free, nothing in this town for me. Wish to the Lord that I could be
Abilene, 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 prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean in Abilene.
George Hamilton IV from 1963, heading from Abilene, Texas. On our travelogue show, our vacation across the nation.
You've heard the news, the latest news. It's really great to be up to date. But don't you touch that dial, don't go away. We want to entertain you all the rest of the day.
At 9:20 KELP, El Paso.
Heading I-20 to I-10 to El Paso, Texas with Marty Robbins.
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. Nighttime would find me in Rose's Cantina. Music would play and Felina would whirl. One night a wild young cowboy came in, wild as the West Texas wind. Dashing and daring, a drink he was sharing with wicked Felina, the girl that I love. So in anger I challenged his right for the love of this maiden. Down went his hand for the gun that he wore. My challenge was answered in less than a heartbeat. A handsome young stranger lay dead on the floor. Just for a moment I stood there in silence, shocked by the foul evil deed I had done. Many thoughts raced through my mind as I stood there. I had but one chance and that was to run. I saddled up and away I did go, riding alone in the dark. Maybe tomorrow a bullet may find me. Tonight nothing's worse than this pain in my heart. And at last here I am on the hill overlooking El Paso. I can see Rose's Cantina below. My love is strong and it pushes me onward. Down off the hill to Felina I go. Off to my right I see 5 mounted cowboys. Off to my left, right, a dozen or more. Shouting and shooting, I can't let them catch me. I have to make it to Rose's back door. I see the white puff of smoke from the rifle. I feel the bullet go deep in my chest. From out of nowhere, Felina has found me, kissing my cheek as she kneels by my side.
Yep, we headed out of Abilene, Interstate 20 to Interstate 10 to El Paso, Texas. Marty Robbins, 1959.
136 KRUX, Glendale.
1970, we're going to start heading through New Mexico into Arizona with Mark Lindsay on our travelogue show tonight.
She must belong to San Francisco. She must have lost her way. Posting a poster of Pancho and Cisco one California day. She says she believes in a Robin Hood and brotherhood and colors of green and gray. And all you can do is laugh at her. Doesn't anybody know how to pray?